Hey there, it's Raj from 3CB Performance. Tottenham and England star striker Harry Kane injured his left hamstring during the team's New Year's Day match versus Southampton, limping off the field while clutching at the back of his leg. To add insult to injury, his set-piece goal was ruled offside by VAR. In this video, I'll explain why VAR is to blame for the injury, Brexit, and world famine. But seriously, I'll explain Kane's hamstring tear, return timeline, physio process, and re-injury risk. The hamstrings are a group of 3 muscles on the back side of the upper leg that begin at the ischial tuberosity and travel down to the knee. 3 muscles are the semimembranosus, semitendinosus, and biceps femoris, which has a long and short head. The most common site for hamstring tear is the musculotendinous junction of the long head of the biceps femoris muscle. This junction is the transition point between the muscle belly and thinner coiled tendon. Kane's kick placed his left leg into hip flexion and knee extension. This places a double stretch on the hamstring muscles, and additionally, the kicking motion places what's called a quote eccentric stress on the muscles, where they're contracting while lengthening to decelerate and control the high-speed kick. This triple stress movement is a common cause for hamstring tears in football, and Kane immediately pulled up in discomfort and grabbed at his left hamstring. Additionally, the hectic and busy Premier League holiday schedule did Kane or any EPL players no favors, as the research clearly shows heavy jumps in activity can increase soft tissue, muscle, ligaments, tendons, bones, etc. injury risk by as much as 5x. At this point, I'm more surprised when I don't see a slew of injuries during the holiday slate of games. Kane's return to play, RTP timeline, depends on the severity of the tear, which is categorized into 3 grades. Based on comments from Tottenham manager Jose Mourinho, and additional follow-up reporting indicating Kane could be out for up to 8 weeks, this sounds very much like a grade 2 tear, which typically has an RTP of 4 to 8 weeks. That variability in recovery is primarily attributed to 2 key factors. Firstly, tears occurring at either end of the hamstrings are considered more serious than tears occurring in the belly of the muscle. And secondly, tears occurring due to overstretch are considered more serious as well. In Kane's case, we'll likely never know the specific location of the tear, but the mechanism does line up with a stretch injury, which could indicate a longer recovery timeline. Kane's hamstring protocol will work on eliminating pain, restoring normal pain-free knee range of motion, normalizing gait, walking, gradual progressive strengthening with an eventual emphasis on eccentric strengthening, neuromuscular and postural control, maintaining some level of overall fitness, and normalizing key ratios such as quadriceps to hamstring strength and side-to-side lower body symmetry. The hamstring is heavily involved in football activities, which may be why it's the most commonly injured muscle in football, with some studies showing up to a 50% prevalence rate in elite footballers, and therefore you have to be very methodical with the rehab. Once Kane has met key metrics and the physio team feel he's ready, he'll be cleared for higher intensity return to sport with increased sport-specific activity, team training, and then reintroduced into games. The trickiest part with hamstring injuries, far more than the rehab, is avoiding re-injury. A previous hamstring injury is the most predictive factor of future hamstring injury, with research showing nearly a 30% rate of re-injury, most occurring within the first 2 weeks, and nearly 3x higher risk of hamstring injury for up to a year following the initial tear. For a stark reminder of that, Kane need not look any further than teammate Dele Alli, who suffered 4 recurrent left hamstring tears in a 2-year period. Further, for Kane, who is now 26 years old and has been playing consistent top-flight football for nearly 6 years, There's additional risk, as the research shows athletes older than 25 are up to 4.4 times more likely to injure a hamstring compared to younger players, and data suggests that the overall risk of hamstring injury increases by 30% year over year after a pro footballer starts his or her career. For these reasons, it behooves Tottenham to be careful with Kane's recovery, and unfortunately, even when he does get back to the pitch, there's a significant chance for re-injury. In sum, hamstring tears suck. That's a wrap for this video. Thanks for watching. My goal is to provide you with in-depth, evidence-based, narrative-free analysis, and you can always find me on IG and Twitter at 3CB Performance. Make sure to sub to the channel and follow along on all social media for the latest updates. 3CB out.